Hey everybody, Karan here and welcome back to another episode of FortressCraft. So where we left off last time, we had put in some inductive chargers, got all of our ores up and running, got some iron cooking away, titanium, nickel, got pretty much most of everything that we need. One thing I did off camera, I don't think that I actually did show it, was I got our lithium vein back up and running. So we ran out of lithium quite a number of episodes ago, but we haven't used lithium for really anything, so I didn't really worry about it. But as you can see, I kind of ran out and keep getting developer errors, which is kind of unfortunate, but oh well, it doesn't seem to be affecting gameplay at all. So I did get the lithium vein up and running, and I piggybacked it with our nickel vein. So you can see every other one of these is nickel and every other one is lithium, which is pretty good. Oh, got a lot of titanium coming in. Let's see, titanium, we have some iron coming through. Not as quickly as we want, which we are going to rectify that episode, this episode, and hopefully get our minecart up and running if everything goes well. So then really the only thing left is gold at that point, and we do need gold because we need to make those hardened alloy blocks. What I think I'm going to do for the gold is actually borrow a little bit of space on our cargo lift. If we can kind of double up on the cargo lift, bring a moderate amount of gold. It's not going to be anything super duper, but it's going to be enough, so that we can start automating these guys, because I've been sitting over here just basically refilling all this and it is starting to annoy me. Boom, boom, boom. So it's not too bad. It is getting us some hardened alloy blocks and or some, yeah, what are they called again? Alloy machine blocks. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So it is getting some of those, and we've been able to kind of keep up a little bit on demand. One thing that I need to finish up making is a Mark IV battery. So that's what we were working on last episode. I need one more U, and then I can make U, and then we have enough for a Mark IV battery. And I'm just gonna kind of grind those out a little bit off camera, or off recording, off screen, whatever have you, so that we can start upgrading these guys. Because right now they don't have a whole lot of power storage potential or space to actually put on some turrets. So that is going to be the name of the game. I do need to actually take this down though. Let's it is firing right now, so I don't want to interrupt it, but I think we have to. So 1, 2. I'm gonna have that come on the bottom, and we're gonna keep it at the max. And I think I'll have it in the middle. So let's tear these guys down. You served me well for like one episode, but gotta make bigger and better. Let's see. There's probably a way that I can do this faster, but I am lazy. There we go. Lag. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. So 1, 2. Boom, 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 and boom. And I don't think I have any. I do have some solar panels on me. That is fantastic news. So let's get ye olde solar panels here. Boom. Got some solar panels, got some power coming in, and you know what? I think I put away all of my turrets. I did. Ugh. Why do I do this to myself? This is what I get when I try and clean out my inventory. Oh man, the lag on the surface here is just terrible, but it is what it is. not much we can do about it. Kind of got to live on the surface for a while now that the developer kind of took our cave dwelling away from us. But we should be fine. What do I want to do here? Get rid of you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And if I can actually hit the platform here, 1, 2, 3. I could probably go to the other side. Why the heck? Ah, the lag up here is just atrocious. Oh well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright, so there we have it. So we have this terminal pretty much set up. Doesn't look like it can really reach... actually, it's out of power. That would be what our problem is at the very moment. So we have nighttime, so we're not collecting any power there. And I don't think this thing can actually send quite enough power because it's being all used up. I think I might have to kind of redo this guy a little bit. See what I can do about hooking that directly up to our turbines. Actually, what if I do that? Yeah, I can just do that. And then we'll put a lens in there. And then all we have to do is just drop this down 1, and then we should be golden. Yep, so all of the work I just did has to be undone. I will do that a little bit later. I'm probably going to grind up some more of the Mark IV batteries, just so I can get that all taken care of on the other 4 sides, 1, 2, and 3, or the other 3 sides, I guess. Not 4 because I've already got 1 finished. Alright, what else have I been up to? So, I got a bunch of Mark II power boosters created. They're pretty easy. All you really do is put the hopper down with some copper coil, put the Mark I next to it. It'll take it, make it, and then put it right back into the hopper. And then once all those are done, you just put down the Mark II, and then it does the same thing. So what that means is we should be able to make a Mark III. I think I have to automate this. Yep, there we go. So that should have done it, right? Mark II, Mark I. There we go. Yeah, so it did. Mark III power core charger. Perfect. So it was really that simple. And then all we do is we take our Mark III power core charger, we set it down right there. And then that is going to drain all the power from that guy. That could be a problem. What can we do here? Lens. There we go. You have all the power. Alright. Well, it's 500 power per second that it wants, so it doesn't have all the power, but it has some power. You know what? Let's do this. Let's give it more power. Get to the chopper. Alright, there we go. So that should be, that's like 1500 PPS or something like that. What is it? 1100. So that should be plenty for it. I think it's actually probably transmitting a lot faster than it can actually produce. So, yeah, it is completely draining these suckers. But that's fine. It's all for a worthy cause. So, let's see. Mark III power booster is good. So then once we get 32 of those, we can make the Mark IV. I'm actually going to automate that, just so that when it actually completes that, we can auto-craft that one. Then we can get the Mark V. Once we have the Mark V, then we are in the butter zone here. I honestly cannot remember what we were going to make with the Mark V, but I know it was important. Oh, I think it was I don't know. I'll figure it out. I think it should be in here. So we need the Mark 5 consumables. What do we need? We need crafting ingredients. There it is. Mark 5 power booster. It makes the arc smelter upgrade. That's what we needed. So we need 2 of the boosters, so the actual charged ones, not the machines, and then 256 allied machine blocks. Yay. That's a lot. But we'll be able to make the arc smelter upgrade. Wow, and that's for 1. Yeah. We need a lot of these. We need 1 of these per smelter, I believe, because I think it goes on top of the smelter, just like the these inductive fans do. So, yeah, good times. I cleared out this area. I put in a charger here, and then I cleared out this area. I think this is where we're going to have our hardened machine block and our alloy blocks being made, because it'll have ready access once we get the gold up here. It'll have the tin, and then all we need to do is get the nickel. Bring the nickel to this charging pad, and then we should have all of the ingredients that we need, which is pretty cool. Laser energy transmitter Mark III. This recipe will be retired next patch. Prepare to use alloy blocks instead. Awesome. So change coming up on the Mark III laser energy transmitters, but not a big deal because we're at the point where we can make alloy blocks anyway, so who really cares at this point? And they're more efficient. So we've been using them to make the Mark III power storage blocks anyway. So I'm guessing this is, yep, this recipe will be retired. So, yeah. Everything's getting retired on us. Alright, so what we are going to do with the remainder of the episode is try and get a minecart working. So all we have right now is the basic minecart and the straight track, but we do have curved track, and we have a couple of upgrades. Minecart depot, minecart unload station, and load station. So I think we need all of these. Go up or down. And I don't think we need that because we have the cargo lift, but we might need 1 or 2. So yeah, track corner. We'll get the track corner, we'll get the depot, we'll get the unload, and we'll get the load. So I did spend some time getting some research points from the research parts on those drop pods. So should be okay for the time being. We need some organic rock to be able to make the minecart tracks. I think I have more than that. Or maybe I don't have any up here. I have to have some more up here. I don't. Where in the heck did all my organic rock go? Must be on level 2. Ah well. This will suffice for now. I think we'll make 1 of those, and then I need conveyor belts. Alright. That's annoying. Alright, we'll make 75 of those. We'll make, we need some primary PCBs. I know I can use this crafting station. I will. I can hear you yelling at me already. We need some more primary PCBs. Awesome. And I think primary PCBs are tin, if I remember correctly. So let's take these down. And our inventory is full because why wouldn't it be? Man, I just run over so much junk in my base. And then we need those, and I have an extra conveyor belt. There we go. Alright, so we'll put our PCB plants down. We'll put that right there. Boom, boom, boom. And then I think it was tin. That should get us the primary PCBs. You know what? Why don't I actually look? Primary PCB is tin. Alright. So that should get us our loading and unloading. And we need some copper housing and some basic. Do you have any basic? Some basic. I do not. So, I think it was just... Was it one? It was just one. Alright, and then I need some copper housing. Copper housing is easily made with some copper plates, which I believe I have. And copper housing. Good to go. Alright, so now we should be in good shape, and the world decided that it wanted to reload. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that either. Failed to locate non-null item. So I think that just, like when it's empty it has that error for some reason. But, oh well. It is what it is. Oh, the lag skadoodles. It is a problem. Alright, so we should be able to make our minecart depot. Our loading and unloading. We've got our tracks. We need a basic minecart, need nickel plate and servo motors, which I believe I have already. Let's see. Where did I use up all my servo motors? I used up all of my servo motors. Do I have nickel plates? I don't have nickel plates. The struggle. Alright, so I have a stamper here. I'll just do 10. And then I need servos. How many servos do I need for the minecart? I need 4, which are here. 4 of those. Good to go. And I'm just going to make a basic minecart for now. It only stores 25, but we'll do proof of concept. And then, as I normally do, we'll get that upgraded off screen, unless I can make one. I don't believe I do. I think I need the improved minecart logistics. So, what do I need for that? Improved minecart. Oh, and improved minecarts, I think. Oh, man. That's a lot. So that's 256 of each of these, or 128 of different ones. Ultimate, complex, intermediate, and simple. Yeah, I'll have to do some grinding off camera to get that in place, because that is a lot of research pods. Alright. Grab our nickel plates. Grab our minecart. One other thing I need to make is a garbage thief, because I am sick of filling these things. I've been making pretty much non-stop construction paste. I have 3.8k of it, and I am sick of it. So I'm gonna make a garbage thief, which is 1 flippin' tin bar. Why didn't I make that earlier? Let's see. Did I actually make it? I did make it. Oh, they changed. The icon is different. There it is. Icon looks different. Oh, I need to build it in a 3x3. Stand on it. It requires a small amount of power, did it say? Small amount of power and an attached hopper for storage, which is fine. We'll do this. There you go. And then I can draw power from these guys. I can just kind of stand on it. And we'll get some hoppers. Not there. There. And then we will attach some pipes like so. And there we go. Take you down. So it should, in theory, get me pretty much an unlimited supply of construction paste now. So used 100. Yeah. What's in there? Dirt. And shield cavern stone. So it looks like it's just grabbing stuff at random. So every time I run through here, it's just going to grab stuff from me, and it's going to start making construction paste. Alright. I'm just going to kind of empty these out. Ooh, that is not going to work. This needs to be remove only. Remove only. Is my inventory full again? Jeez. I need to do inventory management again. Ay. Alright. I think that'll be fine for now. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do this. Put you there. And then we'll do that and that. So we'll get all of the construction paste that we could ever want. Boom. Oops. Boom, boom. And boom. There we go. So those should fill up kind of systematically, and then I can just kind of empty them at my leisure. Perfect. Alright, so minecarts. Minecarts. Let's grab one of these. I think we're going to do it here. So we'll have that, unload, load. We need our actual minecart. There's our minecart depot. Where is our minecart? Did I not have enough inventory space to make one? I did. Where is that little bugger? There it is. It's way up top. Alright. There we go. So, let's check the progress of this right here. Alright. So, this is at the bottom. Let's get this loaded up here. I'm probably going to do that. And then that should start filling. Good. And then we could take this down. There we go. And then why don't we do that. Perfect. Alright, so we'll kind of get those emptied as quickly as possible. We do need some upgrades to happen in here, though. We don't have any cutter heads left, which I should be able to get some from the top. This is going to fill really slowly for the time being until we kind of get those upgraded, but should be fine. I think I'll probably just put down some extra drills, and then we should be good. Inventory is full. I'm gonna be lazy. Boom. Let's see, what else can we get ready here? There we go. Alright. And let's head back down. Save a little bit of juice on the fall. There we go. Alright, oops, did not mean to switch off of there. So we'll boom, 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 boom. Those will all auto upgrade, and we are golden again. Alright, so we should start getting some faster iron coming on through here into our cargo lift. And then what we need to do is we need to connect the cargo lift up to a minecart. Alright. So we'll get Arthur powered back up. And now, here is the thing. I've never used Minecart before. So this will be brand new territory. And we need to figure out kind of how we need to do this. So let's switch to this. Allows Minecart to travel in a straight line. Simple straight track. Round corners can be rotated. Place resources from cart into hoppers. Removes material from minecarts very fast. Places resources on the cart from attached hoppers. Alright, so it seems fairly straightforward. Let's tear all of that down. That we still need. The rack railer we don't need. Alright, so 1, 2, and 3. So this is going to be the height of where the cargo lift sits. So we're going to do boom. There we go. And then we'll do our loading station. Alright. Here's the thing. I don't know if these need to be cyclical or not. So... ew, that could be a problem. Please wait processing. Attach hopper. Alright, so we'll attach the hopper. And we'll throw our minecart in there. There's our minecart. And it just did absolutely nothing. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so it looks like these are directional. That means that we're probably going to have to make a loop. So, what happens if we put our minecart in here now? So it follows along, and it's going to dive off the end. Yep. Alright, so we do need to make this cyclical. So let's turn that. Green is forward, it looks like. Alright, so we'll do that. Maybe not, because that's blue to blue. Alright, so let's set up just kind of a simple test platform here. So we'll do a curved one, and then we'll do straight. Actually, that one's got to be curved. Straight, straight, straight. Alright. So we should have a closed loop here. Put the minecart on. It'll go onto this track here. It'll kind of go slowly around. Yeah, we need the minecart upgrades. That's for sure. And then it should go there, stop, and start loading. Awesome. That is pretty sweet. That is pretty darn sweet. Alright. And then it falls off the end. So, I forgot a very important part, and that is curving this back around so that it connects back up. There we go. Boom. There we go. So let's put another straight piece here so we can kind of connect it up. Proof of concept should be good now. And all we need to do at this point is just get it connected up over there, which should be a whole heck of a lot of fun. So the cart needs to be sitting on -9. and we're at -9 here. Alright. So, actually, is this -9? This is -10. Of course it is. Why would it not be? Not sure if I want to reuse that or not. I think it'll be easy enough just to do that. Let's make it out of our brand new handy-dandy material here that we can spontaneously mass produce, which is pretty sweet. Alright, boom. And we are most of the way there. I think we will do a couple of those slope tracks. Do we want to do that? Where do we need to meet up over here? We actually want to get on to -9. So that works out perfectly. Sort of. I need to figure out how to get over here, but it's fine. We'll just do that, and then that. Boom. Can we do minecart track? We can't. Because it stacks up like a derp. That is extremely annoying. That's annoying. So we could potentially use the auto builder doodad thingamabobber. Do I want to do that? I think this is going to be just as easy. I'd have to run power to it, and we're kind of low on power over here. And excuses, excuses. Oh, I do have to build track the other direction, though. Yep, because I have to make this a loop. Oh, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. Alright, so got the track all laid down. It took a little bit of a while, and I had to go down to my second base to grab up some more organic rock, but we should be good from here. So this slow little guy is just going to travel around. I did hook that back up because it was taking far too long. But he should go around. He should get all full of ores. Once he gets up to 25, he should take off again. There we go. And come all the way down here. I just wanted to make a quick double check, make sure I got all my corner pieces in, because I forgot that. But should come all the way down here. And then what we can do down here is turn off our jetpack, because it is horribly annoying. Man, the lag. We can pop this guy in here. Boom. We'll do our unloader to our hopper. And voila. So what that should do is come down here, stop right here, unload into this hopper, and then I can hook this hopper up right in here. Feed it right back into our supply chain. So we are going to have to upgrade this, obviously. It is far too slow and only stores 25 at a time. But what you can do is actually make multiple minecarts and put it on there. So I'm just going to make a couple of minecarts here really fast. We'll do a couple more. We'll do like one more, and you know, maybe that'll do like 50 ore per 10 hours because this thing is slightly on the slow side. We did all that, and he's kind of just chugging along, just coming on. Come on, you can do it. Come on, little guy. You go get your treat. You go unload. You can do it. All right. Maybe you can't do it. Come on. Can I kick you? Go faster. Go faster. All right. He's almost there. So I think off camera I will have to go and do the improved minecart so we can get that a little bit faster here. just happened? Huh. I think I might have had that sideways. Maybe. How much does a minecart depot cost? I don't really want to go and grab it again. Copper housing, copper PCB. You know what? Boom. Copper housing. Boom. Copper PCB. Yeah. I just want to do a proof of concept just to make sure that it works before I end the episode and let all you lovely folks go upon your merry way. But yeah, so I'll do the grinding off camera. Don't want to make you go through that minecart depot. And then we should be able to put it on this side. Let's see, where is my minecart stuff? Boom. Do a hopper. Put you in there. Go that way. Go that way. Thank you. Thank you for going that way. And then it should hopefully just kind of pass through here. Yeah. So if that was full of ore, it should have stopped there without breaking. I just had this guy kind of turned sideways. And then it should unload into that guy, unload into there, and then we are all golden. But I definitely got to give this guy a little bit of a speed boost because he is just not doing what he needs to. But yeah. What else we need? Servos. Servo. There we go. Make a couple of these guys. Pop them in there. And should start loading these guys on the track. Did one of them. Oh, you gotta do them individually. They are apparently not stackable. And there we go. So now we got 3 minecarts kind of going. I could do more, but I think I want to do the advanced minecarts because these things are just too darn slow. So we'll pick up that next episode. Should be a good time. I am also going to grind out the materials a little bit. I think I might, off camera, I don't think anybody will mind. I'm going to just move that setup underneath here so that we can start automating the ores. Next episode, I definitely got to get the gold connected up, as we do need a lot of gold. 24 gold per block, I think it was, or 16 gold with the machine. So 16 gold per block, and we need lots and lots and lots and lots of blocks. So we'll need to get gold automated. But that is going to do it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I'd love to hear your feedback on everything that's going on. If I haven't done something yet, I probably will. Anything that I say I'm going to do in the episode, I definitely will do in the next episode. But if there's anything else you want to see, please feel free to let me know. So that is all for this episode. Take care and see ya next time.